Hello there, friends! The season is coming to an end, which means it's time for all sorts of shuffle rumors, just the way we like it. What's happening with Navi? Will Blade be removed? And also news about roster changes in Mouz, NIP, Fnatic, Furia, EG and much more. Basically, the transfer window is now open, so we can expect a lot of news in the near future, especially before the release of CS2. So, without further ado, let's get straight to it. The first and central news comes from NIP. There weren't many rumors and hardly anyone were talking about it, but they decided to remove AleksiB. It was highly unexpected. Although Overdrive mentioned during the major that AleksiB could be removed, Hattrick denied it. But in the end, that's exactly what happened. AleksiB has been removed and M0NESY'S is once again the captain of NIP. Here's what he had to say about it. I will likely open up to the situation in the future, but for now I need to gather my thoughts and think about the process. I was ready to start a new season, a new game, but I guess not in NIP. What that means is I'm still hungry to grind and lead another team. Contact me to discuss. Smiley face. So it seems even AleksiB himself was caught off guard. NIP performed decently, making it to the playoffs, but they were far from securing victories. What will happen with M0NESY'S is still unclear, but something tells me they won't get closer to victories. Now let's hear what Config has to say about the changes. It was a pleasure to play alongside you, AleksiB. Of course, we had our ups and downs as a team and as players, but we always tried our hardest. I sincerely hope that our path crosses again, either as competitors or as normal people. You have a big Finnish heart, my friend. Here's what Faceit has to say about this replacement. The problem with AleksiB is not his IGLing, it's the fact that he doesn't have a clue how to pick a good team for himself. Or maybe he was lied to. Maybe he tells us all these stories one day and then we will know. But one thing is safe. He's a solid IGL. And by the way, since we're talking about the in-game leaders, it seems that we can expect some major shakeups in the near future. A famous caster Londers said the following: Suhi, Hooksy, Art, Biguzera, Fallen, Dexter. I've heard small to big things about all of these IGLs coming into the player break. No IGL is safe in June. It's quite a statement, and most importantly, it has sense. It's already clear about Fallen and Art, and for Suhi, the information from Londers is confirmed by Deserto. Listen to this. According to their sources, Suhi will not join G2, but instead he will return to Mouz. He previously played in their academy, and it seems that it's time for him to return to the organization. Then they will have a total of 4 players from the academy, plus Frozen, who has been with Mouz since he was 16 years old. That's what I call homegrown talent production. We'll wait for official news. The only player from the list above who has no reliable information about yet is Hooksy. It's interesting to see what the rumors about the Giga Chad are all about. There are also some talks coming from Team Liquid. According to Dust 2, the team isn't looking for a new captain. Yikinder will officially take the role. Currently, their focus is on finding a top fragger because Nitro's aim wasn't really good recently. Well, and Yikinder is truly impressive. He joined Liquid like what, a year ago, and has already become the captain, actively shaping the team. Now, let's move on to rumors from Brazil. As I mentioned before, MIBR wants to acquire Flaxo's player, Lucauzi, for $280,000. However, Flaxo didn't agree, so it seems that MIBR decided to break all records and offered $500,000 instead. I honestly don't know what's happening with these Brazilians. Where did they get such money for a single player, especially who isn't the super high-profile player? Okay, I get it, you can pay $500,000 for Fallen, but the other player? That's beyond my comprehension. What justifies these amounts? However, according to insiders from Game Arena, Flaxo is not accepting such a deal, and on the contrary, they're trying to build a new roster themselves. They want to keep VSM and Lucauzi, and sign a trio from Pain: Zevi, Hardzao, and PKL. In general, there's a unique atmosphere in Brazil, and we look forward to news about Fallen and Furia. That will be much more interesting. But let's continue. The next inside information is about IKLA. The Ukrainian team is assembling an international roster as mentioned by Harumi, and the organization's CEO later confirmed it. There was also information that they will have 2 rosters. The first one will remain purely Ukrainian, while the second, which will become their main roster, may include Jax, Issa, Afro, Quem, and Topa. It's an interesting mix of experienced pros and young talents. It seems that Monte's success has influenced other teams as well. And now the most unexpected news came from Fnatic. Here's what Overdrive says.
Народ, там у Fnatic что-то странное происходит. Они весь ЦИС на тест пригласили практически.
Fnatic is assembling a CIS roster. What? Then he added that they are in talks with Kenzie, and Harumi added that Siren from Team Spirit is also on their shortlist. We all thought that Betway should form a team from available CIS players or someone else, but definitely not Fnatic. Kenzie, Siren and Inters, that would be perfect in my opinion. But that's not all. The insights from Overdrive continue.
Еще одна организация, которая решила из ЦИС игроков себе команду собрать, это ЕГЭ. Тоже присылает инвайт каждому второму.
EG has already acquired Neon, and now they want to assemble the entire 5-man roster. People used to say that they were the hope of the North American pro scene, but it seems like things didn't quite work out. Just imagine the final of the next championship in America, Cloud9 versus EG, a typical American derby, with Nefani and Neon as captains. Well, it seems like this transfer window will be even more interesting than I thought. Do you agree? Write in the comments below. Anyways, let's continue with the parade of Overdrive's insights. And the next one he revealed is that besides Fnatic, Virtus.pro has also showed interest in Kenzie. They were ready to sign him, however, the player declined. Of course, the CEO of Virtus.pro denied all these rumors, but we all know that CEOs deny any information until an official announcement is made. And the rumors don't end there. Now let's talk about Furia. As expected, they have benched Drop, as Dust2 reported, and Fallen is expected to take his place. If they fail to sign the legend, Furia will most likely bring Kawes from their academy. Maui Snake has already expressed his opinion on this matter. Drop is one of those players who didn't seem to do anything wrong, but you could have wanted more from. This could be like Inter's Buster, where nothing changed, arguably worse, or Refresh Yabi, which helped Heroic make a leap. All comes down to the replacement. Well, we have a couple more transfer news for today, and the first one is about FlameZ. He's ready to leave OG, and almost the entire Tier 1 scene seems to be chasing after him. First, there were rumors that he would join Liquid, and now there's information about Vitality. A popular French streamer posted a picture of FlameZ jersey in Vitality, and it caused a lot of buzz. Is it just a tough bait or a hint for an upcoming transfer? The community is already speculating that Dupree will retire and FlameZ will take his place, forming an Israeli duo. There aren't any details yet, but it looks very hyped. By the way, Smooya confirmed this on the HLTV podcast, saying that FlameZ has 3 offers from the teams in the HLTV top 10. Vitality and Liquid fit that description perfectly, so we await further news. And finally, today's last reshuffle report is about a new Tier 1 team in the American scene. And obviously it's not Liquid, not EG, and well, not even 100 Thieves. It's some M80. Honestly, I've never heard of such a club before, but their vice president mentioned in a recent interview that they will plan to break into CS2 and sign a top-class world roster. They have teams in almost every discipline except CS, and they want to change that. Is it a new American hero on the horizon? Evil geniuses couldn't fulfill their savior role, so now M80 will give it a try. They recently received a $3 million investment for developing their project, so they definitely have the funds. Alongside the rumors, we have something that has been denied. Last week we were all shocked by the news that Blade might leave Navi. Well, here's what Simple said about it on his stream.
Hi, can you discuss Navi rumors? Blade leaving the coach for this? Bro, everyone who did already some changes did it wrong, you know? Because, like, how can you be so stupid to tell that Navi kicking Blade or Blade leaving? It's so dumb as fuck, you know? If you know nothing about this game, you will tell that Navi will remove Blade or Blade will leave Navi or we need other coach. Bro, Blade one of the smartest guys that I know in my life. And if he decides to leave, it's gonna be only his decision, you know? But everyone who makes these rumors, he's stupid as fuck. Just telling you, because I see so many like different people, different rumors, but I don't understand, like, how can you be that dumb to actually say that, you know? That's my point. Bro, chill, bro, I'm chilling, like, I'm actually very chilled, you know?
But let's continue and move on to other rumors. As promised, there's a lot of them today. Harumi, the insider, revealed a lot of backstage information in his interview. Here's some interesting stuff. According to my information, Dexter is on the transfer market and OG is open to offers. He left due to a combination of factors. He wasn't allowed to play the way he wanted. Everyone says that Dexter is a very demanding teammate. He wants the game to be built around him. It's very difficult to do that if the offer doesn't doesn't give calls, and Dexter is hardly involved in that aspect. The org bought Dexter for $300,000. Perhaps only Team Liquid can afford such a player. I think OG will raise the price for Dexter to $500,000. As for Virtus.pro, from what I've heard, Kickert is indeed leaving, to the point that they can even make a big announcement, "Thank you, Kickert." I don't know under what circumstances it might not happen, especially when Overdrive wrote in public that VP is without Kickert. From what I've heard, Kickert himself wanted to leave. Virtus.pro tested Inters, and from what I've heard, he didn't fit the team at all. I think they need a fragger like Patsy. In VP, Norbert has more calm roles, and the team needs a player who can flex and get kills. Kieran has this thing, he kills 2 or 3 players and goes for the 4th. Sometimes he doesn't listen. Well, those are the rumors from Hirumi regarding Virtus.pro and Dexter. Former Navi legend Seized also shared some interesting information on his Twitter. He revealed a fascinating detail from 2015. According to his words, Zeus and Edward could have left Navi, and Stiko and Bondik were seriously considered as their replacements. It's unclear how they would have communicated with Stiko, perhaps in the same style as with Guardian. Imagine how Navi's history would have changed if that happened. Now, finally, let's talk about CS2. You might have already seen this video where a guy received an immediate VAC ban right after getting reported from someone, and he was playing obviously with cheats. I don't know if it's fake or not, but it looks like something from the year 21-23. Other news came from Gabe Follower. Here's what he said in an interview. "It will be great if there's an open beta in the summer. In the worst case, there will be more invites. Well, 50% of the community will start receiving invites by the end of the summer. For example, Valve finished the beta of Dota 2 Reborn in 3 months. But in my opinion, the Reborn beta was much more polished when they announced it and postponed it then." When asked, will ELO be reset on Faceit after transitioning to CS2, he answered, "It would be logical to do it considering the previous ELO. Just allow recalibration, but not to 0. I'm not into Faceit, I like regular matchmaking, I trust Valve's system." Meanwhile, PGL announced the exact date for the next CS2 major. The RMR will take place from February 14th to 24th, and the major itself will be held from March 17th to 31st. So guys, update your calendars, it will be legendary, but the game must be cleared of bugs for that to happen. And currently there are problems with that. Valve is actively fixing old bugs, but the new ones keep coming.
Oh! I got it! We're in deathmatch! Up on top of the skybox! Wait, here we go. This is it. This is CS2 gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. CS2 gameplay! Counter-Strike 2. What a game, huh? What a game. He killed me! Dude!
And also, in order for the major to take place on those dates without any postponements, the game needs to be released at least in beta as soon as possible. Smooya tried to address this in the HLTV podcast. Here's what he said. "The tournament in Cologne will definitely be played in CSGO. Counter-Strike 2 will not be released until all 7 maps are in the game. As I noted in my notebook, the most likely transition to the new version will happen after ESL Pro League Season 18. So that will probably be around October. The transition could also happen before ESL Pro League Season 18, in early August, or even earlier. However, the tournament schedule will not change, and they won't swap places. In other words, if we can expect the release of CS2, it will only be towards the end of the summer, and tournaments will transition to the new game closer to autumn." Smooya also shared a story about his Faceit account. Everyone was speculating that there might be a reset, but apparently that's not the case. However, Smooya still lost over 2,000 ELO points. He had 6,000 before. Now let's see which other pro players will be D-ranked before the CS2 releases. And let's conclude this video with highlights of the 3-time world's top-ranked player. As I mentioned before, s1MPLE is currently streaming every day and providing us with a lot of top content. Watching how he interacts with Loba is pure gold.
I'm getting trash talked after 2 and
Who's holding you up? Who?
who hiding game?
Все, завали ебало свой кусок дерьма.
Ты заваля ебало. Долбоёб. Пошел нахуй.
Now, and what could be even more interesting than Loba and Simple arguing? Of course, it's watching Simple getting frustrated with Faceit workers. Just so you know, he only won 6 games out of 30, and after such a lose streak, no wonder he was outrageous.
What the fuck? Sorry guys, you're all muted, you all behaving bad on matchmaking servers, and I have all reasons to not unmute you. The chances. Yes. Oh, kill me, yeah. Блять, это пиздец просто, блять. Ну что это, бро? Это Faceit премиум, Faceit, you suck, bro. Faceit, you suck.
But the real heat started later. Simple and Monesy agreed to play together and delivered a ton of content. Simple acknowledged how tough Monesy is and that he won't be able to catch up to him in terms of skill, even though Monesy is younger. Monesy said he would come for Simple one day, and that moment had finally arrived.
Да, Илюха вообще ебашит, типа, слишком жестко. Саня, я иду за тобой, а Саня уже идти за Илюхой не может, вы понимаете? Ой, блядь.
That's basically all I wanted to talk about with you guys, with a bunch of rumors, insights and crazy transfers. I sense that during this transfer break there will be more news than throughout the entire season. So my friends, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all the news, and I won't say goodbye for a long time. See you soon.